There is an update on Triple H's reported disappointment with WWE's rehired superstars. Also, AEW have filed a very interesting new trademark, and KENTA has responded to CM Punk being in attendance at New Japan Battle in the Valley. Yes, hello everybody, Jack and Ross back again with the news. Fightful Select have an update on that report that came out last week, I believe, or maybe 2 weeks ago now, a little while ago now, that Triple H was disappointed in certain returning WWE superstars.
Yeah, since Triple H became the head of creative, WWE's rehired several noteworthy names, including Bray Wyatt, Strowman, Kai, Knox, Cross, Gargano, Loomis, and Hitro.
Their rap was amazing, by the way, on SmackDown.
Was it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I can't pass comment on raps.
Nah,
unless they're chicken wraps, and I love them ones.
Brett. Yeah.
A long-time WWE employees told Fightful Select that within the company, the report of his disappointment is being played down as untrue.
Yeah, within WWE, it seems like those in power are telling the roster, no, it's not true. It's all dirt sheet stuff, which I understand whether it's true or not. You'd not want them thinking.
It's fantastic man management, isn't it?
It is great man management, an arm around the shoulder in a time of
probably
need.
True, but just tell them something else to keep them happy. Classic football manager. One source also told Fightful it's not the sort of thing that Triple H would ever say out loud, whether or not he thought it.
I think that's probably true. He seems like quite a measured, polite boss, doesn't he, when he's...
Go back to that post-show press conference at Elimination Chamber. One of the first things he said was he was giving all credit to the talent every single superstar brought it, he was saying. And then forgot to mention Montez Ford when he was running down the Elimination Chamber lads, which was a bit of a shame. But he put it right on Twitter at the end.
He was the one the match was built around to look really good. I think Sean Rossap mentioned that a part of the reason for this report, or part of the reason that sources seem to be getting in touch with Fightful to report this, was the fact that Gargano and Bronson Reed, two rehires, were put in really good performances at the Elimination Chamber as well.
Yeah.
Gargano, his Hurricane Rana off the top of the pod was terrifying.
I was saying he forgot he had a family when he did that, because that bump, if Damien Priest wasn't there to sort of catch him as he was spiraling towards the padded bit on the Elimination Chamber floor, he would have perished.
It was scary. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. Fightful's report also goes on to explain one member of the creative team said that nobody WWE brought back was expected to immediately ascend to the top anyway. And another source familiar with the situation said that Triple H found it important to add more depth to the Raw and SmackDown brands, and that this was told to numerous talent when they were brought back in. So they've never been under any illusions that like you've got to be good now straight away. They go on to say it was also noted to Fightful that Triple H was hopeful that this was a long-term play, as they want each act or each returning superstar to be a little more over every time they come back to an arena.
I guess this is all just down to us fans, like second guessing Triple H and his booking strategies and whatever. Because you just see Johnny Gargano coming back, you look at what Triple H did with Gargano in NXT, and you just assume, don't you, Gargano's going to be straight towards the top of the card, US title reign before world title reign, I don't know, that sort of thing. And it just hasn't happened, and this has probably been the plan all along, especially with someone like Bronson Reed, because they've just dripped him in little by little, but as the weeks are going on now on Raw, he's getting more and more chances to show what he can do inside the ring. So,
but on the other hand, at the same time, to your point, as they say, you could look at someone like Karrion Kross, who it looks like his push has been slowed, definitely. So,
well, shifting gears, he has been given the ball on numerous occasions since his big return last year, and he has failed to impress. So that's maybe where the gear shifts in the first part of the report is maybe true.
If I could compare AEW to a motorized vehicle, it would perhaps be a car with too many gears, or a bike with too many gears. Too many gears. Each gear is a show, is what I'm saying. You've got Dynamite, you've got Rampage,
Tish.
You've got Dark, you've got Dark Elevation.
Tish.
Could we be about to see an additional, this would be, I believe, a fifth show if this turns out to be the case?
It's a fitting title if so, because it could be used in front of the screen on kayfabe inside the ring, but also behind the screen in locker rooms. Collision!
AEW Collision. That's the new trademark filed by AEW, according to, well, this was noticed, I suppose, by PW Insider. Apparently it was filed on February 15th, just a few days ago, and some of the there was a whole long list that I've cut down here basically, but there's a whole long list of the purposes. You know when like a trademark gets filed and it's like for branding or whatever. So the few that I've listed here are educational and entertainment services, namely a continuing program about wrestling accessible by radio, television, satellite, audio, video, and computer networks, entertainment services in the nature of live wrestling performances, entertainment services in the nature of production of wrestling programs and events, and so on. Now, I don't know enough about trademarking to know that definitely means a new show, but the common themes there seem to be media like TV and internet and stuff, and an ongoing series.
It certainly appears to be something that's going to be broadcast more than once, which would then lead you to think that AEW Collision could be another show. Where will it fit in the pantheon of like Dark Elevation into Dark, into Rampage, into Dynamite? Where will it go?
Could it be like an in your house kind of mid-level pay-per-view?
Oh.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
That would be all right.
They've only got 4, don't they? So
yeah.
Why the hell not?
Especially if maybe like you like include some big names, but you could even use it as a platform for some of the lesser used talent on the roster.
Yeah, it could even be just one of the sort of weekly special Dynamites that they do. They always give them a fancy title, don't they? But I guess those titles are more related to where they are, aren't they?
But just looking at the way Tony Khan names things, names his intellectual property, Collision is similar to like Dynamite, Rampage. Like it's not like winter is coming,
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried. I'm a little bit worried.
The Dance Down at the Beach.
Yeah.
Other titles like that.
Would you look forward to? I'm a bit worried.
I don't know. I'll just see what it is and then make a judgment, I guess. Because I'm happy with 4 pay-per-views a year. I'm happy with the other schedules that they have. I don't know where it'll fit in. I don't know how it'll set itself apart from the other shows. I guess we'll have to wait and see what it actually is.
Fair enough. Elimination Chamber wasn't the only big wrestling show this past weekend. New Japan Pro Wrestling were in California for Battle in the Valley. Or Battle of the Valley I've written here, but I think it's Battle in the Valley.
Well,
Valleys you go into.
Yeah.
Yeah. In one of those matches, Kenta, formerly known as Hideo Itami in NXT, defeated Fred Rosser, and before that known as Kenta when he was really good in Japan, defeated Fred Rosser to win your nickname, to win the Strong Openweight Championship at the event, and then took to Twitter to fire shots at a certain wrestling icon in attendance. No, he's a wrestling icon. CM Punk was there.
Yeah, I heard that my biggest fan in the world came to the arena last night. I hope he enjoyed real go to sleep.
Wow.
Is this heat legitimate, Jack, or am I being a dirty mark, right?
I don't know the answer to that one, but I'll speculate that Kenta's just a bit of a wind-up, because he seems to have said this stuff about CM Punk before.
Yeah.
I just don't think he fears him. He doesn't care.
Because basically Kenta had the go to sleep, and then Punk was using the go to sleep, but then used it on a bigger level in our Western world. So people just associate the move with him more, even though it's maybe Kenta's to begin with.
Yeah, and I think that they heard in slightly different ways, and I've seen a lot of people on the social media suggest that Kenta's is better, because he does it in a more, it's like a sudden drop into the knee, where Punk's is a more sports entertainment bounce.
No, he's a real legitimate professional wrestler. Don't use the SE words.
Yeah, of course.
Punk, goodness me.
Yeah, fair enough. Kenta was pulling no punches there. When CM Punk turned up, I think Fraser and Tom already talked about it in their news video the other day, but he's still got the bug. He's still got the wrestling bug.
Hey, apparently he just wanted to take in the show, didn't he?
Oh.
So that could mean anything, couldn't it? Could mean a match. It could just mean he's a fan of New Japan. Could mean he had nothing else to do and was in the area and bored.
He is just a big New Japan mark, isn't he? Because remember his pipe bomb promo, and maybe I'll take this belt to New. It was the first one he meant, New Japan Pro Wrestling, which I love. He said, I think that's what he said. This is just a weird story that I threw in at the end, because I just think it's quite funny. A New Japan legend has won All Japan's top championship.
That is a crazy thing to say.
All Japan's top championship is called the Triple Crown Heavyweight Championship. It dates all the way back to 1989, and it's been won by 53-year-old Yuji Nagata, who is contracted to New Japan, has a long and storied history in New Japan, used to be a main eventer in New Japan, and now he's one of the ones they keep around in like sort of a legacy kind of way. And he beat basically their John Cena. He beat their main man.
Yeah. He did.
Why has he done that?
I don't know.
Why? But everyone loved it. Apparently the pop's, I've not seen it yet, but the pop's huge apparently.
But Old Japan and New Japan have been working together more and more as the years go on. Like last year, the Wrestle Kingdom thing set up a joint combined show, didn't it?
And that's fair enough. Although, was that Noah?
Was it Noah?
It might be. No, it's all right. Don't worry. No, but New Japan and All Japan also have history.
Yeah, because I made the joke in the video. I was like, yeah, but they said yes on that occasion.
Noah,
I've done a rise and fall of All Japan, and I'm getting confused.
That's all right. The two Noah and All Japan have an intertwined history, don't they?
They do.
But no, to your point. New Japan and All Japan do have a history of working together, and it's not as kind of alien a concept as promotions working together in the West. But the reason I included this story as well was because Yuji Nagata's tweet celebrating this triumph was 10 out of 10 for me.
Good morning.
What a start to this week.
It's like a scooter intro. Thank you for all your support and congratulatory messages during yesterday's Triple Crown Heavyweight title match. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. My body is a bit rickety, but Yuji Nagata, the oldest player at 54 years old, will do my best today as well.
So by do my best today, I think that I mean, because the match had already happened by this point. So I think by do my best today means in the present day.
Help an old lady cross the road.
I'll do my
Something
best.
like that.
Yeah. This is his first Triple Crown Championship reign. He's been a champion in New Japan multiple times, but this is his first one in All Japan. A story title that's been held by the likes of, and I nearly fell out my seat when I saw this, the Great Muta, Stan Hansen, Steve Williams, and Aki Bono. Whoa!
And he fell out my seat as well.
The same one who wrestled on, not Undertaker.
The Big Show.
The Big Show.
In a thong.
Aye, at WrestleMania 24.
1, 2.
Oh, 24 was
1.
Mayweather, wasn't it?
Aye.
Oh. Right, there we go. Thank you very much for watching this news video. If you've missed our earlier one today as well, that should be up on the channel already. Do check that out too. And leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments section down below. I've been Jack, this has been Ross, and we'll see you very soon.